So why did I buy an electric car? Honestly, I'm not exactly the typical everyday electric car owner. I'm 20 years old. I'm a car guy, motorcycle guy. I ride motorcycles. Motorcycles are a huge part of my life. So is big muscle, loud engines, and roar manliness stuff. And I drive a baby, oh no, it's a baby blue-ish electric car every day to work. Why is that? Oh. Well, there's a couple reasons actually. One, there's no doubt that I love muscle cars. I love Ferraris, Lamborghinis, McLarens. I love Mustangs. I love Hellcats. I am a car guy. That's not going to change no matter what. But for my everyday commute, I can't really even enjoy my car. I just can't. Granted, my car is not exactly like, the fastest, most awesome thing in the world, but still, it's something I like to enjoy, and I wish I had the capabilities of doing that. I don't drive around beautiful mountain curves and mountain roads. I go on one freeway. I have 2 turns, this is one of them, and that's it. And if there's traffic, driving a stick shift in Las Vegas with traffic, well, it's not as bad as driving a stick shift in San Francisco, but still, it's not fun. Driving stick shifts in traffic sucks. It really does. Riding a motorcycle in heavy traffic still kind of sucks. But driving a small hatchback that only requires 1 foot and very little brain power to operate, it's kind of fun. It's relaxing. This whole car just feels chill and zen to drive. And that's pretty nice. And that being said, even though I'm a huge car guy and I will forever worship the gorgeous sound of an exhaust, I truly do hate going to gas stations. Like, going to a gas station is the bane of my existence. I hate going to gas stations. I will leave my car at home, let anybody else take it, and put gas in it. I will pay for it. It's not, I don't mind paying for it. It's the interactions you have at a gas station, And there's always somebody like asking you for something, and being at a gas station puts some stress on me that I don't really like. When I was in middle school, I saw a documentary of sorts. Who Killed the Electric Car? I can't remember who the director was, but it was a pretty good documentary. By pretty good, I mean, from when I saw that documentary, I wanted to convert a car to electric. In fact, that was my original plan. I wanted to get some old, clapped out Mustang or something, maybe like a Mustang 2, put a big old DC motor in it, get some lithium-ion batteries, a Zilla controller, and I wanted to build it into an electric hot rod. And that was my plan. I was going to do that until I was shopping around on eBay like a car guy does, just browsing stuff on eBay. And I found electric cars for first I found a Mitsubishi i-Me for $8,000. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, I can buy this. I can't exactly turn an i-Me into a killer Mustang Slayer or whatever, but I can at least dance it out and make a JDM, right? So I was gonna lower an i-Me, camber out the wheels, paint it lime green, pretty much make it the most obnoxious eco car in the world. That was the plan. I ended up not doing that because that would have not been cool. And you were going really slow. Why were you going so slow? What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, Mitsubishi IME, gonna JDM it out, stance it lowered, plastic dip it green, get the hood be black, roof be black, trunk lid be green. And before I could even pick up the phone to call them, the listing was taken off of eBay. That quick. The listing was gone. And I was like, no. And then I started to look at how much these electric cars depreciate over time. I mean, they become dirt cheap after a while. Like, an IME new was like $28,000, $30,000. An IME on eBay was $8,000. To me, I thought I had found the holy grail. Like, I can get my electric car, have my daily driver, have something that's going to be reliable, and not destroy the planet I live in, but still be able to create and build my race truck, ride my motorcycle, and enjoy the roads. Now, if I'm going to use gasoline for something, I don't want it to be something to commute with. You know, like, the commute is not something that most people, oh, here's that second corner. This is that one that I love, my Tropicana exit. Yeah, baby. This is what I look forward to. That freeway turn and this turn right here. It's like strunk. This car is actually really solid. And you're driving slow. Damn you, slow drivers. Oh yeah, so I thought, why not get an electric car for my daily drives? Use that for the bits that I'm not gonna be tearing up a track or anything, and then just build and create all my craziness. It makes sense, right? Electric cars are your daily, your dull, boring commuter, but you can still make a dull, boring commuter amazingly fun. Like, I have some plans to modify this, but I'll go over that in a different video. And you can use your epic four-wheel drive lifted 40 Conline adventure van for your road trips. Or you can use whatever else. Zuhils? What is that license plate even? Zuhils. Zoo HLS. Heart Zuhils. Maybe it's a band. I'll look, two of the exact same rental Jeep Cherokees side by side. No, wait. But in closing, this is going to be my boring everyday driver that's not really that boring, that I love driving this car. Like, you wouldn't expect that from a stick shift loving, V8 sound loving, exhaust note enthusiast of driving awesomeness. But this car is fun to drive in a whole new way, or a completely different way than what's usually fun to drive. It's at that complete opposite of the spectrum of fun to drive. It's quiet, the interior is almost pin drop silent. Even right now, all you hear is the blower motor. That's kind of amazing. Have you noticed Nissan misspells chrome on their car? Chrome. K-R-O with the thingy on it. M. Huh. that's a different country spelling or something. But as you can see, this car is not slow at all. Like, granted, yes, the top speed is only limited to 90. But in all reality, the cops here in Vegas are super strict about the speed limit. And going over 90, or even going over 75 is begging to be pulled over. Because we have a really high fatality rate here in Vegas. Like, our roads are dangerous, yo. Like, if these streets... In closing, everyone should have an electric car or a plug-in hybrid car just for your day-to-day use. And then have that epically awesome modified beast of a machine for that special Sunday or Saturday when you want to go out with friends and cruise or go off-roading or mudding or like just to cruise the strip, for whatever you want. It's kind of like how people have they'll have their classic 69 Mustang in the garage, and then they'll have their Toyota Camry as their daily driver. For your daily driver, you don't really need the gas engine. The electric motors do all the same things the gas engines do, but better. Oh, there's a cop right there. Speed limit is being enforced. Is it that fake cop car or is there an actual cop in it? Nope, there's an actual cop in that car. Nope, is it? Oh, it's that fake cop car. You don't take much enjoyment from driving your Toyota Camry or your Ford Taurus base model with the small engine or the Vulcan V6. You don't get that driving pleasure, that enjoyment. For me, if you don't get that driving pleasure or enjoyment, it's not worth polluting the planet.